gonna say, damn, is this thing on? Let me turn this down. What is going on, everybody? My name is Taylor Bell. This is eSIM Studios. Let me make sure my volume is good here. Let's double check. There was one time I was talking literally for like 20 minutes and my mic was muted. Anyways, let's see here. Are we good? Testing? Let's see here. Okay, Daniel, what's going on? Appreciate you joining me today. So, as we get back into the swing of things, I took a break for, I don't know, a month, and I'm going to try to stream, upload at least once a day, right? Going to try and stream every day and continue to upload. We're back on the grind. We're back on technology. App is going really well. It just went live on Sunday on the iOS App Store, and it should be live on the Google Play Store. We're in the second week of testing, and we're going to get to the APK sideloading fiasco, where Google is going to prevent sideloading on Android phones now, which is just, it's like hell is frozen over, because that's one of the staples. We mentioned that yesterday. But I got an email that explains everything a little more, and we're going to get into that. I have everything set up, but the app should be available on the Google Play Store, I think, by the end of the week. They require 2 weeks of testing before it goes live. Apple, you can upload it. Of course, they review it. But since my app has went live on the iOS Apple App Store, I think we have close to 50 downloads, I believe, which is great. I mean, we're only two days and I already have 50 downloads. So if you have an iPhone, I should link this in the video description. If you're watching this on an iOS device, it's downloadable for Mac, iPad, iPhone. Go download the Just Jamaica application. It's a traveler's guide to Jamaica. So and give me a 5-star review. Okay. Now, we're going to do a case giveaway as well. So new pixels coming in, new pixels coming in, old pixels going out. So I got confirmation today, the Pixel 10 Pro Moonstone 256 will be delivered tomorrow. So I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow's live stream. I'm going to do a live unboxing of the Pixel 10 Pro. Got the small one this year. And we're also getting a black Pixel 10 Pro. And that is going to be here, I believe, Thursday. So you get the Moonstone tomorrow and then the black one on Thursday. And we'll do another live unboxing on Thursday with that. And then I'll also compare the colors. I got the Pixel 9 Pro XL, which reminds me, I'm going to give cases away. So I'm not shitting you. I have probably, now this is with me and my wife and I combined. She has the 9 Pro XL as well. We're going to trade in the phones for the new phone. But what do we do with all of our cases? Now, tomorrow, I'll probably gather all the cases together and show you. And I'm not even lying, in a trash bag. We probably have over 100 cases. Now, if you're a Pixel user, you're in luck, because I'm going to give those to you for free. That's correct. So I have a lot of good, look, this thin-born case right here for the Pixel 9 Pro XL, that's like, what, 60, 70 bucks right here? Could be yours. I got Spigen cases. I got Crave cases. I got a lot of cases. So if you have a Pixel 9 Pro, I have 9 Pro cases, but especially if you have the 9 Pro XL, I have over 100 cases. I'm gonna give them away. Like I'm gonna give them away in bundles too. Like we'll do that here shortly. I also, let me know what phone you got, and I'm trying to get rid of this stuff, as y'all know. I have S24 Ultra cases as well. I have a couple Nilken cases. I'm trying to look and see. Let me know what you got in the comments. Now, let me know what phone you have, and we'll do a giveaway here in just a few minutes when more people come to the live stream. Let's go to the comments and see what is going on here. What's going on, brother? Daniel, yes, thank you for joining. So, y'all not. I just uploaded. I just uploaded a short. Right, I put it out on all the socials on my eSIM Studios YouTube as a short. I put it on Instagram as a reel. I put it on my new TikTok account. I put it on my Twitter account. Basically, a short. Boy, oh boy! I put that video out yesterday about after the 200 charging cycles. Google's gonna reduce the charging speeds and battery capacity. Holy crap. I got like a gazillion comments. A lot of them are hate comments, like calling me out, calling me an idiot, calling me accusing me of putting clickbait out. I'm like, whoa, don't get mad at the messenger. A lot of those people, I think too, just commented like within the first minute or two and didn't watch the entire video, because if you watch the video, I explain I'm just simply reading, not reading an article, but I'm breaking down the article. I'm not the one putting out the news, right? I'm just presenting to you what Android Central published yesterday. And oh, that can't be true, there's no way, this and that. There's a reason why. Now, this flew over a lot of people's heads. Now, there's a reason why there was an embargo, not necessarily on the device because people had them in hand, but there's a reason why they wouldn't let creators go through the operating system. Now, they let you, you'll see a lot of camera, like you'll see the super res zoom, the 100x zoom camera. They let creators play with the camera, but they did not let people go through the operating system. And that's for a reason. Now, let me tell you this real quick. I think this is a real thing, and I don't think a lot of people are taking it serious, but there was also a lot of comments saying that they're not going to buy a Pixel because of this, if this is true. And I totally get it. And I even commented back to some of those people, yeah, I get it. Look, if this is real, I'm going to get rid of my phone after 200 charges. But I mean, this is a huge blunder. This is a huge issue. It is. Now, the only way, and I don't blame them for implementing this. I just think they went wrong at forcing this on everybody. If they just put a toggle, and made it optional, I'm fine with that, right? Like all the other stuff we have in our phones, the battery options we have in our phones. Make it optional. I'm good. Now, the only way Google is going to change this and make it optional is if people like you and me make noise about this. So I'm not gonna beat a drum, beat a dead horse, and talk about this every day. But Google needs to be aware that, look, I get why they're doing this, and don't get it twisted. It's specifically because of the Pixel 6a and the battery issues that some people are having with the Pixel 6a. Don't do this to your brand new phone. Like, the Pixel 9 series was probably the best looking phone I've ever, not the best, but it's right up there. Best looking phones I've ever seen, and I'm glad they did not change the way it looks. Like, Apple got away with keeping the same design on their phones for how many years? 6 years, right? Now 7, because the new, I just got an email earlier for the new Apple iPhone event. Now, when is that going to be? September 9th, I believe. Let's see. When is that? Did y'all get that email as well? For the iPhone? Let's see. Come on now. Apple. Apple, my favorite. I started. Let me see here. Okay, special announcement from Apple. September 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 Central Standard Time. They're going to announce the new iPhones. Now, my dumbass got me off track, and now I forgot the point. Oh, yes, duh. The new iPhone 17 series, it's essentially the same phone. They just moved the camera, I mean the flash and the what is it? One of the sensors over to the right. It still looks the same, right? So I wasn't upset at Pixel. It's damn near a perfect phone. Now, I have not had a great experience the last 6 months. The first 6 months of the Pixel 9 series, my Pixel 9 Pro XL, fantastic. Like, I still use it today. However, the beta program screwed me this year. Now, I say that because my Pixel 9, the more I used it, it's specifically the last 2 to 3 months, operating system has been very, I don't necessarily have a lot of bugs. I don't have a lot of app crashes. It's just very, very janky. Like the operating system, it's very choppy. It's the opposite, complete opposite of smooth. And that stuff drives me insane. So on this new Pixel 10 series, I'm not going to join the beta program. Now, I normally do. Y'all know I'm beta everything. But I'm gonna take a step back on this 10 series because I love the phone so much. I don't want to go back to how and of course you can always go back to stable build. I get that, but I got so many apps on there. I got so much information on there. I don't feel like factory resetting it, going back to stable build, and then re-signing into all my stuff. So it is what it is. Yeah, you got the email too. So how many of y'all are gonna upgrade? Are y'all gonna upgrade to the new iPhone? I know Daniel is. I've said for months, ever since we got word that Apple was making the iPhone 17 Air, that the razor thin phone, I've always said I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. Well, not anymore. Things change. You get new information. You change your mind, right? So it's only got one camera. It has like a 2,800 milliamp per hour battery. Who wants that, right? And leaked studies come out that said 7 out of 10 people internally that test the iPhone 17 Air cannot even make it through a full day of battery use on one full charge. 7 out of 10 testers couldn't make it through the day on one charge. Nah, I'm good. I think I'm going to get one. I just haven't, I don't even know why. I don't even use mine. So maybe I won't. I don't know. I can't. Well, actually, you know what? I'll take that back. So now that I'm developing apps, I'm going to need an iPhone. So I'll get one. I just don't know if I'm going to get the Pro or... I'm going to get the Pro. I just don't know if I'm going to get the big one or the small one. Let's see. Daniel says, I have S25 Ultra, S25 Edge, and Pixel 9 Pro XL currently. I use my Pixel most days since it's an overall better phone, in my opinion, with smarter features than S25. I mainly use the S25 Ultra for games. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I got exactly the same phones. My daily drivers. I got a lot of phones here, but if you see me in public on any given day, I'm gonna have. Usually, I'll take a different phone with me. Usually, here and there, not daily. I don't switch phones daily, but every other week I'll go grab another phone. But 99% of the time, I got an S25 Ultra in my Pixel 9 Pro XL. The cameras are so good on the Pixel, I cannot put it down. So if you see, unless I'm doing like a portrait video mode or something like a portrait video, I'll film on the Samsung, because the S25 Edge is phenomenal too. And it's either, I always have a Samsung and a Pixel at me at all times. Now, I usually shoot all the content on Pixel just because it's that good, and then I'll transfer it to either my computer or my S25 Ultra, and then I'll do editing on the S25 Ultra, S25 Edge, or my computer. But that's the same setup that I got. So now that I know Daniel has got the Ultra, the Edge, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL, you're going to get the Pixel 10, right, Daniel? So you may not need, unless you're keeping your Pixel 9 series, I got cases for you. I got cases galore. In fact, you know what? I think I mentioned I was going to send you that S25 Edge case. Let me grab a pen real quick so I can take some notes, because I'm going to start sending free cases out, and I want to make sure I get everybody the right case. Give me a second. All right. So I got Daniel down for you're gonna sell the Pixel 9 when your 10 comes in. Which one did you get? Did you get the Pro XL, and what color did you get for your Pixel? So you're gonna keep the S25 Ultra and S25 Edge. I got S25 Ultra in Edge. I got the I'm gonna send you I think I still have your address. I'm gonna send you a couple of cases for both devices, okay? So I got that. Let's see here. iPhone maybe? Yeah, I know. It's one of those things. It's same phone, right? Well, Pixel is too, but Jesus, it's such a good phone. That's the thing. Pixel, it's not a perfect phone, right? No phone is perfect. There's always something that could be better, or they could have added this or added that, or I wish they tweaked this or added a whatever feature on there. But Pixel is about, I'm not gonna, again, not perfect, but it's close. So that's what you're gonna get with the Pixel 10, right? With the Pixel 10 series, you're gonna get everything you love in the Pixel 9 and more. So my gripes on the 9 series was, I think I just explained. So I'll shoot on my Pixel, and then I'll transfer it to my Ultra or Edge and edit videos on there. And that's because it has better processing power, right? Well, look, we all know the Tensor G5 and the Pixel 10 series is not necessarily going to go head-to-head with the latest Snapdragon CPU, but it's supposed to be not a significant improvement over the G4, but I believe what they say, 36% better CPU performance, and then I don't know, it was close to like 60% GPU performance. So now I don't have to transfer videos to my Samsung to edit, right? So that was my big thing. I can just do everything on device, right? And there's a couple different features, but it's a really, really good phone. Let's see. Miami Mail asks, "Hey Dan, let me ask you a question. Would you upgrade from an Ultra S25 to the Pixel 10 Pro XL?" I'm not sure if Daniel answered that. I would. That's a hard. It really comes down to you, and I think you're the only one that can answer that, because you would be missing some features. That's why I'm always going to carry a Samsung and always going to carry a Pixel, because there's features on both that I really like, that like for specific instances I'll pick up the Samsung to do, or for specific instances I'll pick up the Pixel to do. So it's kind of one or the other. I don't know. That's a hard question. If I had to, of course, I don't have the Pixel 10 Pro XL, but I don't know. That's a hard. Yeah, I'm a big Pixel guy too. That's a hard question. You're gonna upgrade. Look, what you can do, depending on what device you have, if you have the S25 Ultra, get the Pixel 10 Pro XL. You can always return it. I mean, you get 2 weeks to return them. So check it out. And it's going to have eSIM only, which does suck, but eventually all phones are going to be eSIM only. So it's like, well, Google's next up. Who's up next after Google? I don't know. Probably Samsung, probably nothing. Right? One of those two. Looks like battery health assistance can be turned off in Pixel phones, with exception of the 9A. This is the 200 charge feature, I believe. I see the toggle on my 9 Pro. Yes, I hope that's the case. Now, I guess tomorrow we will find out. That's when I get my 10 Pro, and that's probably one of the first things I'm going to check, is go into the settings. Now, they said in the 10 series it's not going to be optional. It's just going to be on. But we'll find out tomorrow. I hope that's the case, because if not, and I'll make a look. And for all those people that wrote hate comments and hate mail to me, I will make a revised video and say, yes, I put this video out saying that after 200 charging cycles, blah 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 blah. But I'll say, look, now you can toggle it off. So I'll make a correction if that's the case. Yeah, the iPhone Air, I don't know why Apple's doing this. It's only got one camera. Like, we're in 2025. Who has one camera? Like, seriously? You couldn't at least put two? Right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. And if it's not going to last a whole day, like, who's that really for? Moonstone. Yeah, that Moonstone is so nice. And that color, when I first saw it, that was my, well, I guess not last option. I think black was, because I have black now and I just want something different. But I thought this, just the silver was just boring, right? When I first saw them, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get, I wanted to get the green, jade. And then I saw a couple photos, a couple shots, a couple videos, and I was like, damn, they got a blue phone too? And then I was like, wait a second, that's not blue, that's the Moonstone. So it like changes colors. I cannot wait to see this tomorrow in real life. And I got my overhead video camera set up. I'm gonna try to record in 4K 60 to get a real, I got a bunch of lights here that hopefully we'll be able to see, get a good view of the Moonstone. You're gonna get it in black. So you cannot go wrong with black. And that actually might not have been my last option, because I was looking at the black one yesterday, or was it this morning? I can't remember. But I was like, you know what? You know what Google did? So if you go back and watch the video about a year ago, maybe a year ago today, I think, of when I unboxed this Pixel 9 Pro XL, the black one, Google made all of the, minus one, all of the changes that I would have made that I mentioned in my video a year ago from today. So I mentioned I love the black, the matte back black color. Say that 10 times in a row fast. I like this matte black back, Jesus. But only if they could have made this black, right? And if they changed this from silver to black. Well, that's what they did. Now it's still a little shiny on the sides, on the black 10 Pro XL, but they made this, the camera bump, they made the camera island all black, so it looks badass. Now if they only made the sides a matte finish, kind of like the base Pixel 10 model, you'll see like the blue one, it's blue not only on the back but all the way around on the sides. It looks awesome. Give me 1 second, my wife is calling me. You got 2 upgrades in 1 year? Oh boy. That's like a kid in a candy store for me. Hang on 1 second. So we're gonna look over these specs real quick and on this email. I've kind of blown through the stream just chatting with y'all guys, but that's what I like to do. So and I think I'm going to create, my wife and I were talking, I think I'm going to create a new YouTube channel. My wife wants to talk about phones. She knows more than I do, honestly. So I think we're going to create a YouTube channel, and my wife and I are going to talk about technology. So I think it's not set in stone. We've been talking about it, but when we do, I will link it, let y'all know. So if you want to go over there and watch my wife and I talk about technology, y'all certainly can do that. I was playing with the Pixel 10. Ooh, at Best Buy, the 10 in indigo is stunning. Yeah, it's a shame it's not on the Pro models. I know. Thank you. Appreciate it. So let's look at the specs. So there is a huge, actually, you know what? Let me get this out of the way. I promise, just going to spend a minute or two on this, but I wanted to update something I mentioned yesterday. So if you're an Android fan, which I'm sure you are if you're watching this, Google put out a statement yesterday saying there will be no more APK sideloading. that's when that record skirt is supposed to break. Say what? No more side loading. The hell? It's a huge bummer. Now, let me explain this a little more. So I got this email. I'm a developer. I have a developer's account, so I technically can still sideload, and install APKs outside of the Play Store. But if you do not have a developer's account, you will not be able to. Now, I mentioned yesterday you could just go over to the Google Developers Console and create a developer's account, and without even uploading an app to the Play Store. I've had a developer's account for over a year, and I just uploaded my first app. So if you really, really want to, you still can. You just have to make sure whatever Gmail account you have that you're signed into on your phone, make sure you make your developer's account the same email as what you on your phone. So it'll allow you to sideload, right? Check this out. Let me go to Gmail. So look at this. So here is the email I got today through my developer's account. And this is in regards to side loading applications, and just a little explanation real quick, right? So it says, Google says, we're writing to update you that Google will be introducing a new Android requirements for developers to verify their identity in-app ownership. Is this the right email? Come on now, I just saw it. That is not. Okay, well, I'm not going to waste your time. I'll probably update y'all tomorrow. Anyways, I may not, but it was just a little explanation. I pulled up the wrong email. It was an explanation of the developer's account and no more sideloading APKs for regular users. You have to be a developer to sideload. But again, go to my video yesterday, the one that's getting all the hate mail, where the 200 charging cycles video, and I have the developer's account link in that video. You can go make a developer's account, and if you want to continue to sideload apps. I don't know when they're going to implement this. I think it's probably going to be, I don't know, the next few months. So it's not like it's starting today, but it will be the next few months. There's a few big upgrades to this Pixel that I think not many people are talking about. So it's getting Wi-Fi 7, right? We all knew that was going to be in play, but it's getting Bluetooth 6.0. How badass is that? Now, you're not going to hear a lot of talk about that, but what it's going to do is allow for many, many new features to be implemented into basically Bluetooth. You go another generation. So what this will bring now, just because your new Pixel 10 has Bluetooth 6.0, doesn't mean that you're going to automatically hear clearer audio and faster Bluetooth file transfer. No, because the other device you're transferring to or from is going to have Bluetooth 6.0 as well. But what that means is that in the future, right, maybe in a month or the next pair of Galaxy, I think Pixel Buds have Bluetooth, the new ones have 6.0, but any Bluetooth device released in the future that has Bluetooth 6.0, you're going to get longer range, meaning how far, like if I'm streaming music from my Pixel to my earbuds, you know how the range is like, I don't know, 30 feet, 30 to 40 feet, something like that. Well, now you can walk all the way across your house and still be connected and still hear. Or you can have your phone in the garage or in a room towards the front of your house, and you can go way back in your backyard and still be connected. So you're going to get longer connectivity, just stronger signal. Very happy to see that moving forward. Now, my favorite upgrade that Google did on this Pixel 10 series is UFS storage 4.0. I was incredibly bummed out last year when the 9 series came out and we found out that it only had UFS storage 3.0 or 3.1. It's like, damn, that's been out for at this time last year. UFS storage 3.0 or 3.1 has been out for a couple years. Like, why aren't they upgrading to the next generation of UFS storage? Now, you're not going to hear a lot of people talk about that, but what it's going to do is allow for faster data transfer with your phone, inside the phone and to and from, like if you connect it to a computer, file transfers, loading applications, loading data on your phone. It's going to be much, much faster. That's imperative. If you do editing like I do, if you play games, that will help. If you transfer stuff, photos, videos to a computer, it's going to allow for faster data transfer. And I'm very pleased to see that. Now it's also going to have 3.2 USB Type-C charging port. It will have I look forward to using the desktop mode with this new Pixel. Still haven't really, take a dive into that yet. Now, one thing that sucks, but I think they're going to improve with antennas, is the modem. So it still has the Exynos 5400 modem, which was a big upgrade over the 8 series. The 8 series had the 5300 Exynos modem. So Google moved away from Samsung from the CPU manufacturing, but Google is still using the Samsung modem. So we're still going to have to wait another year for, I'm assuming, a MediaTek modem, possibly a Qualcomm modem. That's probably I bet they go with MediaTek, but you still get really, it's no bummer, it's no slouch, right? Still get really good signals, but they get that carried over. It was a big improvement from the 8 series, so I didn't really have any issues with that. And let's see, the whole charging thing, I'm going to wait till tomorrow to see if that is an option in the settings. Let's hope it is. What else we got here? Bigger battery, right? You also get, check this out, you also get Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front and the back. Front and back Gorilla Glass Victus 2. eSIM only, again, that sucks. They're going to allow you to put 8 eSIMs on these phones if you have an unlocked model. 8 eSIMs, that's crazy, but it says max 2 at a time, so I don't know why you would even need 8 if you can only use 2 at a time. I guess you can store some on there. I guess that means max 2 active at the same time. So this is the specs on the 6.3, the smaller Google Pixel 10 Pro. That's what we're going to be getting tomorrow. The bigger Pixel 10 Pro XL, essentially the same specs, just a larger screen. Y'all know that. Larger battery, right? Everything else we talked about, same. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi 7, camera's the same. Let's see here. No real changes. So I'm just really interested and excited for tomorrow. So cannot wait. Let's do a giveaway real quick, because I'm gonna probably, let's see here. Good question. So if you are still watching, they have a Pixel 8 Pro. Is it worth upgrading to the Pixel 10 Pro? Now, my opinion is yes. If you can afford it, right? If you can afford it, if you find a good deal, I would say yes. And let me mention something I just talked about. And I promise you're not even going to realize it's going to be this big of a change until you get the Pixel 10 series, is the modem. So the Pixel 8 series has the Exynos 5300. They've jumped to the 5400. Now the modem in your phone is what handles cellular service connectivity, carrier services. That's the modem handles the signal, right? The modem handles the upload and download speeds. So the jump to the 5400 Exynos from the Pixel 8 to the Pixel 9 series was immense. I made a video about that. It's an enormous improvement over your device. So if you're in an area that may not get good cell connectivity, if you're not happy with download speeds, damn, I wish my speeds were a little faster, or you're only getting 1, maybe 2 bars where you live or in and around where you work, I guarantee you switch to the Pixel 10 series, boom, you're going to get faster speeds, you're going to get way better connectivity, meaning instead of 1 or 2 bars, now you're going to be getting 3 to 4 bars. I'm not even exaggerating. I made a video about it. It's insane. That alone, depending on if you have connectivity issues, is worth the upgrade. Now, The Pixel 8, really nice phone. I had the Pixel 8 Pro XL, the big one. Damn it, I couldn't remember this yesterday. I had the big Pixel 8 Pro. Really nice phone. I would say yes, if you can find a good deal, I would upgrade, right? From the Pixel 8 series going to the Pixel 10 series, you're going to get all new camera sensors. You're going to get a bigger battery, fresher battery. You're going to get a bigger, better screen. I mean, just down the line, just with the UFS storage, I believe the Pixel 8 series only has 3.0 UFS storage. You're going to get, it'll be a big, now going from the, I understand if you had a 9 series and said, should I upgrade to the Pixel 10? I would say no, not if you didn't feel like you needed an upgrade, or and said, nah, you don't need to upgrade. But if you have the Pixel 8 series, I would say yes. That's just my opinion. Now, let me show you, before I move on, one of the best deals I found is with Google Fi. Google Fi is essentially giving you a free phone if you don't have Google Fi. If you're a first-time user, go to Google Fi. They're basically giving you a free phone if you get service. Now, they have service as low as, I think, $18 a month with their flexible plan, where you get like a couple of gigs a month. And then if you go anything over the 2 gigs that they give you up front, like if you use 3, they use $10 per gig. So if you don't leave the house, or if you got Wi-Fi at your house, if you got Wi-Fi at the job, you don't really use a whole lot of data, that's a great plan. $18 a month, and they're basically giving you a free Pixel, right? So I believe it's almost $1,000 off. I mean, and that'll pay for the Pixel 10 Pro right there. So Google Fi is a great option. I'll link that in the video here when we're done. And then AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, they all have deals with Pixel. Even the Google Pixel from Google, if you go to Google's website, they have pretty good deals, right? And then if you're a Pixel SuperFan user, they sent out a $150 promo code, right? We used my promo code on one of the Pixels that we're getting. But check your email. Google every now and then will slide in a $150 off promo code, right? So yes, I would, that's my opinion if you're coming from the 8 series. Sorry, that was a long explanation, but 2 upgrades in a year. I was playing with it. Oh yeah, I already read that. Rinty, I've been on iPhone for over a decade, and I like the simple experience. So I'm switching from the S25 Ultra over to the Pixel 10 Pro XL to see if I get similar vanilla experience. So you've been a user on iPhone for over 10 years, and it says I'm assuming you have the S25 Ultra, and then you're going to try the Pixel 10 Pro XL. So this is an interesting scenario because, so when people ask me, like iPhone users, got a couple friends that have iPhones, and they're like, so, every now and then, what's the deal with Android? Or they still call it Droid. What's the deal with your Droid? What? Like, what year is this? We're not in 2003, right? It's not Droid. But I tell people with iPhones, if you want to give Android a try, the Pixel is probably the way to go because it's the most simplest form of Android, right? Samsung, I love Samsung. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't switch from iPhone to Samsung, but Samsung has way many more options, way more features, and they have so many features, in fact, in settings, you can get lost on all the stuff they can do. Now, if you're all for that, go for it. As far as customizing stuff, right? Like with Good Lock. But if you just want a nice, clean, quote unquote, vanilla experience, Pixel's the way to go. You're going to be blown away. I promise you. Once you use this Pixel 10 Pro XL, your jaw is going to hit the floor when you open up the camera app and you start taking some photos and you start shooting some video. It is hands down the best camera phone ever made. It's head and shoulders above. Even though Samsung has gotten better, it's still not a Pixel. And even iPhone, the iPhone that I have, when I take pictures, it had this weird, like, tint, like a reddish bronze tint. It's just ugly. Nothing takes pictures like a Pixel does. In fact, I recommend you, as soon as you get it, start snapping away, and you're gonna be amazed. That's why I carry a Pixel everywhere I go. But so if I see something, I'm gonna shoot video, I'm gonna clip real quick, I pull out the Pixel. I use my Samsung obviously for my S25 Ultra for you know, it's not like I don't ever take pictures with my S25 Ultra, but if I have an option, I'm choosing the Pixel. My plans are Pixel 10 Pro XL now, S26 Ultra. Yes, so not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to get the Pixel 10 Pro, but I think here coming up, I'm going to discuss the S26 Ultra, because now we're, what, 6 months in, 7 months into the S25 series. We're starting to get some leaks on the S26 series, and I will, we even know what they're going to look like now. So I will, we'll talk about that probably this weekend or next week, because starting today, it's going to be Pixel heavy. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Klarma and Affirm. Yeah, right. No kidding. New sub of the channel. What's the process to be entered into the giveaway? Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I need to wrap this up. So let's do a giveaway right now so I can end the stream. Appreciate everybody for joining. So let me know what phones y'all have. I think I see most of y'all have S25 Ultra. Let's do this. Why don't I do multiple giveaways? So if you have, I'll do an S25 Ultra case giveaway right now. And I'll do okay, so I have S25 Ultra. I have a Pixel 9 Pro XL cases, a lot that I need to give away. So let's do this. Let's do S25 Ultra right now. So don't enter yet. Hang on, let me pull up my StreamYard tool. Let me see what case I'm going to give away. Should be a good one. Hang on. Okay, so I have a Crave case I'm going to give away for the S25 Ultra. A Crave case. Now, depending on if you're a guy or a girl, I'll give you the option. Whoever wins, I'll give you the option. You can either have a kind of a guy color. I have black and gray, or I have like this teal color. Like this, right? If you want, yeah, teal. What does it say? Aqua. So let's do this. Let me share my screen so we can do this properly. Let me remove this and then we'll get out of here. So we'll do the S25 Ultra case giveaway first. Share screen. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to be giving away tons of cases in these next probably couple weeks. I have over 100 cases I need to get rid of. So stay tuned. So let's do this so I can get out of here. I'm going to choose this stream now. Keyword for the S25 Ultra. And let's just do S25. So I know who's who. S25. So it's gonna look like that. Just simple. I'm gonna put this. No, I don't want to put it because then I'm gonna enter myself. So right now in the chat, if you're watching this on any other platform, you're gonna have to come to YouTube, eSIM Studios on YouTube. And right now, if you're watching right now and you want a free S25 Ultra case, I'll ship it to you for free. Type the word S25 in the chat right now. S25, and I will send whoever wins, I'll send you a free Crave case. It's a dual layer. I love these cases. I've been actually rocking these two right now on my phones, on my Pixel 9 Pro XL and on my S25 Ultra. I've been rocking these. They're fantastic. They are dual layer. They're not real bulky. Y'all know I hate bulky cases. This is not bulky. Dual layer. Feels like single layer, but it's dual. You can take it apart. Very protective, very nice, very grippy, very sleek fitting case. I will give everybody a minute to enter S25 in the chat, and I'll run it. I'll run the tool here in a second. You're very welcome. Pixel 9 Pro XL. Well, you're in luck because I have, as I mentioned, over 100 cases for that phone. So we're gonna run giveaways all week. I'm gonna do S25 Ultra right now, and we'll do Pixel 9 Pro XL here in just a minute, right after this one. I'll give y'all another minute or so, and then we'll run the S25 case giveaway for the Ultra and put S25 in the chat, and then here in just a second we will run a giveaway for the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Let me make sure I got some cases for, oh, I know I have cases for that, but I mean within my reach. Hang on. Yeah, we're good. And then Daniel, if you're still watching, I'm going to send you, I wrote down, I'm going to send you a couple cases. Okay. So. Yes, me too. Me too. Tomorrow is when we get the Pixel 10 Pro. You're very welcome. All right, let's go ahead and run this. Let's go ahead and run this tool. I mean, the giveaway. Ready? Let's take that off. So you could possibly, hey, today could be your lucky day. You could get an S25 Ultra case and a Pixel 9 Pro XL case. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right. Congratulations, Cynthia Simmons. How about that? New viewer, new subscriber, boom. You win on day one. That's pretty cool. So, what I'm going to need you to do, Cynthia, is email me. Email me from your Google, your YouTube account right there, your Cynthia J. Simmons account. Email me at, well, my email is esimstudios@gmail.com. It's linked in the description box below, esimstudios@gmail.com. I'll connect with you on the back end, get your address, and I'll ship it to you for free anywhere in the world. I just shipped a last contest. I think I shipped to India. So I got you down for the S25 Ultra. Cynthia Simmons, J. Simmons, S25 Ultra. And let's go ahead and run a contest for the Pixel 9 Pro XL. So for this contest, let's do Pixel. How about that? Just type Pixel in the chat. And this is for the, now I have Pixel 9 Pro. I have a small one. I have cases for that, but I have a ton of cases for the Pro XL. I have a ton of cases. So let's type in Pixel in the chat. Type in Pixel. Give everybody just a minute. And Cynthia, please, you can, well, if you don't have a Pixel, I guess you don't have to enter, but you can if you want to. I know some people have entered even if they don't have the phone, and then they'll just sell the case on eBay or whatever. I mean, I know some of these are $70 case. So it's a pretty penny right there. I'll give everybody just a minute on that. Make sure I have the Crave cases. We'll do Crave case giveaway for the Pixel, so it'll look like this, right? I got different colors too. Really, really nice. And the ones that I'm going to give away are I don't use. I just use one of these, but I'll probably hang on to it. But I got these are unused. I think I did a video review. These don't have a scratch on them. Haven't really been used at all. I'll obviously clean it. It'll come in packaging and everything. So we'll give you a minute for that. And then tomorrow, and Cynthia, I'll let you choose color too, because I have a nice aqua color for your S25 Ultra here. And I'm going to do giveaways probably every day until, I wouldn't say every day, but probably until I get rid of a lot of these, because they're just sitting around, right? So, and all these cases are new condition, not a scratch on any one of these. All right, y'all ready? Let me put, I don't think the capitalization matters, but just in case, looks like everybody used the capital P. Okay, ready? Any info on the bottom speakers being different on the Pixel 10 Pro and the XL? Good question. Fantastic question. I've heard different stories. So I've heard the Pixel 10 Pro X. I've heard both the Pro and the Pro XL have upgraded speakers. I've heard just the Pro XL has upgraded speakers. I've heard that both the Pro and the Pro XL have upgraded speakers, but the XLs are even better. So I don't really know. I don't know. And we're going to have to get it in now. Good news is that I have the previous phones here with me. So that's one of the things I'm going to test when I get the new one in. Test the speakers. I'll have one next to each other and we'll be able to judge. Well, at least I'm sure it'll sound a little clear on my end since I have it live in hand, but I'll put the microphone, I'll put them next to the microphone and let you hear a difference as well. I don't know. I've heard, again, I'm hoping both of them are, upgraded speed. And I think they are. I think both of them are. If I had to guess, I'm guessing both are upgraded. I think the XL might have an extra watt or 2 watts, meaning power going to it, which may put out a little more decibels and sound, meaning a little louder. But I think both of them have upgrades to the speakers. Well, I know at least one of the two does, but like your question said, which one? I think both of them do, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, let me shut up. Let's run this so I can get out of here. All right. Hey, it's your lucky day today. Got you down for Pixel. You know what I might do? Well, I'll get with you on the back end because I know you're trading yours in, right? I'll get with you on the back end. I might send you a new one, a new for your 10 series, because if you get the case I send you, maybe use it for one day and then trade your phone in. So I'll get with you on the back end and figure it out. But congratulations to you. I'll get you a newer one so you can use it for your new phone. But cool. All right. Well, that'll do it for today. Appreciate everybody joining me. I really do. It means a lot. So thank you. And look forward to seeing the new Pixel 10 Pro tomorrow. Please join me tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to go live. I'll schedule it. Usually get my deliveries around 2 to 3. So I think 4 should be about right. It'll be around 4 to 5, right? I'll schedule it so you'll see something from me, and we'll unbox the new Pixel 10 Pro and start testing it. So appreciate the time, and I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe. If you're watching this, we're gonna do another case giveaway tomorrow. So we're gonna do a lot of them. So come over to eSIM Studios, talk tech, and potentially win something cool. So appreciate the time. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. You're very welcome. Thanks, brother. Good to see you. Daniel, peace out. Miami Mail, Cynthia, appreciate it. Danny, peace, brother.